Hey, welcome to Spirit Soul Sense, information for your soul. I am Shareece, and if you're triggered, remember to leave a comment letting me know. I'm just playing, but no, leave a comment if you feel some type of way. If you agree, disagree. I love reading comments, and I respond to every single one. But I've been noticing now, maybe because of social media and just everybody has a phone and can get their opinion out there, that it's just so much more common for like outlandish things to happen in the church, and everybody has a YouTube channel, and it's just it's wild out there in these like religious Christian communities. And I think it's really, really sad that people have used the Bible, Jesus, like what's supposed to be love and acceptance, to harm other people. And so I think for sure, because of the way that the Christian church, and I really can only speak to Christianity because that's what I know, the way that Christianity has been shared. And what I say to anyone who has questions is to do your research. Like, if you don't have any questions, then you're just probably not in that place where you can accept that there's any new information out there. But I think there's always something new to learn, and to have questions about what you've been taught, what you believe, to make room for a different type of belief system, I think is helpful. Otherwise, you're just like a cult. And I mean, people use cult like a bad word. It's just unorganized religion. It's just less people believing something. But when you get real deep down, because there have been so many young people, has there been young people? I don't know. I got like recommended a couple YouTube channels where they're super Christian, and then if you follow the jaxn relationship guru situation, then you knew his wife was saying some really weird things, and she just sounded brainwashed. So I fully believe that religion in general, Christianity in particular, which is the most popular religion in the world, does beautiful, wonderful things. But that man has corrupted it in a way that they have used it to oppress and traumatize people. So if you're looking at a pastor of a church having multiple affairs, lying constantly, manipulating and using people, I think like everyone is human, and I don't think anybody needs to be canceled, but continued acceptance of this type of behavior without reprimand, without accountability, tells people that it's okay, and lends space for more people to be traumatized and used and abused, which is just mind-boggling to me. God does not want you to be in pain. And I think this idea that God or Jesus is outside of you, that the devil or Satan is outside of you, and are these forces that are here to corrupt you, it's these demonic entities that are out there that you can do nothing about except pray. I think that's very, very harmful. I really believe that we have been given will and choice. We have the ability to make decisions that lead us to happiness and healthiness. And if you are not experiencing that, and you call yourself Christian, and you're doing the things that are supposed to help make you a better person, you're living in a Jesus-like manner, and you're not happy or healthy, wouldn't you say something is wrong there? Wouldn't you say God wants you to be your best self? And that yes, there are challenges, but these challenges should not beat you down so much when you are doing the best. You like, tell me, how does staying with a liar, cheater, manipulator, someone who harms you over and over again, how is staying with a person like that who hasn't changed in a decade part of God's will? How is that part of God's will? But because so much of what is taught is about spiritual warfare. Like whenever people are teaching you're fighting a war, to me that means it's never ending. And it's kind of the dark side all the time. Like you will always be fighting something. I think we are always evolving to be better people, but I do not think you're supposed to stay and wallow in pain and suffering. I don't think you're supposed to be crying yourself to sleep every night for an unlimited amount of time. I don't think that you are supposed to feel alone and empty inside when you are saying that you are one with the blood of Christ. How? Tell me how. Why? something's not right, like something is not adding up. And so to me, like from my perspective, something different needs to be done, because the having a spiritual relationship with God is different than doing all the religious things and rituals that Christianity does. And I would really like people to consider a different way, like just shift your thinking a little bit to have a different way of thinking about the world. Because, I say you don't have to believe the things I say. I think if you can just ask yourself the question and then see for yourself, are you living your best life? Are you happy? Are you healthy? Do you have the things in life that you want, that you need? Because the way you've been doing it, has that been working for you? If it's not been working for you, then I really invite you to watch some of my other videos and to have a different way of thinking about the way you do life. I think one of the ways that helps me is to think of myself as having light and dark. Like I'm human. This is Earth School, as as Gary Zukav says. We are in Earth School, and here it is chaotic, and we are spiritual beings having this humanly experience, all with the purpose of our souls evolving so that we can go and be one with God, the light, the universe, spirit, like whatever you want to call it. I don't think the names really matter. I think any label we put on God is a limitation, neither here nor there. But I want you to consider that you have God inside of you, that it's not a thing outside of you, that you also have light and dark inside of you. Your shadow self would be the dark side. And Eckhart Tolle talks about the ego. When he talks about the ego, it's not your ego as in you're proud and arrogant. It's not that kind of ego. It's like the part of you inside of you that kind of wants you to do bad things. And to me, ego, darkness, shadow, the devil, like all of those are describing very similar concepts of feelings that can encourage you to do bad things or can lead to you suffering. So I don't get caught up in the labels. I am only concerned with outcomes. And over here, I am living my best life. Like I love my life so much. And my life is not perfect. Like I also want to stress, like I don't live a perfect life at all. I have problems, I have issues, just like everybody else. I work through some things. Some people have more issues than others, and I don't really have a lot. But I am loving. I love my life. I'm happy when I wake up in the morning. I love what I do for a living. I love what I do. I am happy with the trajectory of my life. I'm excited for who I am going to be in 5 years, 10 years. I love my dating life. Like I love my relationship with my son. I love my relationship with my families. I'm open to more friends. My life is so peaceful, so enjoyable. I only wish this kind of experience for other people. And so if you have tapped into religion or whatever way you're living your life and it's not working, I would really encourage you to try something else. And there's lots of videos on my channel that give ways that I've tried to live my best life and do things that work for me. Just because they work for me doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. I'm literally saying, find a way to live your best life. Because if what you're doing is not working, then it means you have to try something else. Let me know what you think in the comments. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you think it may help. Thank you for watching.